Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and I am here today in a deviation of sorts. So, normally I come in here and I talk to you about books and book boxes and middle grade literature and how excited I am about all of that. And I am still very excited about it. However, the deviation here is that I am also a grad student, and I've talked to you about that a little bit. I'm taking summer courses. So the first little mini 5-week course that I'm taking this summer is literary genres. And the professor, who is absolutely stinking amazing, he is a European, like British, Irish lit guy. And so the genre that we are studying is poetry anthologies, specifically British European from like the 1960s through the 1980s, basically. Um, it's very interesting. I have just finished my first critical analysis paper of the introduction to one of the anthologies and was told by my father that my writing is being wasted on the class and that I should send this critical analysis essay to a some sort of literary journal. I don't know why the word journal wasn't coming. So if y'all know how to do that, let me know because I've never done that before. It might be interesting to try. I'm not so sure they'd want it, but if you know how to do it, please let me know and I might check that out. But really, my excitement for this class is the final project. There are 3 options. The first option is to create a video presentation or a presentation of some sort over a poetry anthology. The second option is to create like a suggestion, sort of like put together a proposal for an anthology. And the third option is to create a unit over poetry for whatever grade level you teach, because we do have a lot of teachers that take these courses. Even though it's not an education course per se. My grad degree is not in education, because if you get a grad degree in education, they then try to put you in like a little cubbyhole, like, oh, you did that, so now you're just going to be the reading specialist because you did that. Now you're going to go into admin because you did. I don't want to do that. I want to teach my little junior high fluffy babies and just enjoy reading, right? I'm doing this for me, not so I can progress into some upper management stuff. That is not what I want at all. But I'm super excited because the professor really liked my proposal, so I'm actually doing two finals, grouping them together. So the first part is I'm going to write a unit, obviously. And this unit is going to be for junior high in Texas, but we are going to take Gaelic poetry, mythology-based Gaelic poetry, and introduce that narrative style of poetry. It's telling the story of their belief system, of their mythologies. And then we're going to analyze those, but then we are going to read Norse mythology by Neil Gaiman and take his stories, because the Norse mythology is not, the Edda has not really been made manageable or accessible to like upper elementary, junior high kids in poetry format. But Neil Gaiman's version is amazing, holds true, is accessible to their abilities, and when they get done, I'm going to assign each student one of the myths and have them rewrite it as poetry using the narrative style that we learned in the Gaelic poetry, right? I'm very, very excited about that. And then I'm going to create an introductory video. So I'm doing the 2 things. I'm going to write the unit, but I'm also going to create a video where I introduce this unit and show how I'm going to create excitement and explain to the class like what we're doing and get them jazzed up for it, right? Professor loves it. But now I have to find Gaelic poetry that is mythology based. Okay. There are so many similarities between Gaelic and Norse mythologies. So many, because a lot of like the Vikings, the Norse people, a lot of them came from that, right? It was this movement. There was a lot of intermingling, which is awesome for what we're doing. But now I have to find the myths in poetry format, and I have a few, but it's proving more difficult than I really thought it was going to be. So if you've stuck around with me this far, here's where you come in. Please help. Please help. If you know of any of this poetry, any anthologies of this, any books that I could grab that are on level for like upper elementary and junior high, or even below level, that's fine. A little bit below, a little bit above, I can work with that. I need a little above, a little below, and right on target. Anyway, differentiation is key. However, finding them is proving more difficult than I thought it was going to. So if you have tips, tricks, suggestions, pieces that you think would work well, please point me in the right direction, because I'm so excited for this and I really don't want to fail myself at this point. Professor would understand completely if I switched to like Greek mythology, because that's so easy to find. Not necessarily in poetry format, but like it's easy to find it on the level I need. But these are not normally taught to junior high kids, and I want to change that. Zeus is not the only mythology that we need to be looking at, right? So if you have any ideas for me, please drop them in the comment section down below. I'm hoping Steve Donahue's going to see this, because quite frankly, he knows all the books. So maybe he might have a suggestion. Steve, are you watching? Are you watching, Steve? I know I've only got like 360 followers and I'm a little tiny channel, but like, help me out. Help me out. All right, guys, thank you for listening to me prattle on for almost 8 minutes now. I am so excited about this. Please help me make it amazing, because I will be using this whenever I get another classroom. Or I hope I will be using this whenever I get another classroom. So please help me out. I want to make it the best it can be, not just for my class, but for my future students. Thank you, guys. I will talk to you again soon. Until next time, stay safe. Bye.